It is a minute past 12 o'clock in our studio today, Monday, 26th day of May 2025, and from the city of Onitsha, this is Udala News at noon, and we start with our top stories. Mba receives high midterm score from Enugu caucus. PDP dismisses Wike's claims, says a reported agreement not binding. On the foreign scene, Uganda severs ties with Germany amid diplomatic rift. And on sports, Bayern Leverkusen appoints Erik ten Hag as head coach. My name is Chisom Chinedu. Now the news in detail. Abia State Governor Alex Oti has told people of the state to expect multiple inauguration of projects in the state within the next 30 days. Oti spoke yesterday during the interdenominational Thanksgiving service for his second anniversary, which was held at Ibeku High School in Umuahia. The governor listed the projects to be inaugurated to include primary health care centers, smart schools, retrofitted school buildings and roads, among others, and assured the people of his commitment to making Umuahia wear the look of a capital city. He thanked the guest speaker, Reverend Sam Oye, for his devotion and prayers for Abia State and the revelation God gave him about Abia and himself, which brought about his emergence as Abia State Governor. The Enugu State Caucus of the House of Representatives has lauded Governor Peter Ndubisimba's development strides in the last 2 years of his administration. The Enugu federal lawmakers gave the commendation in their midterm assessment of Mba's leadership. The caucus described the governor's efforts in addressing road infrastructure, insecurity, revamping moribund state-owned enterprises, and the speedy completion of abandoned projects as phenomenal. It also praised Mba for his administration's massive investments in education, agriculture, and the focus on agro-value chain. The lawmakers extolled the government's pursuit of an ambitious and aggressive program of urban renewal across all the zones of Enugu metropolis. The management of Niger Delta Power Holding Company has lamented that its 2,000 megawatt electricity generation capacity is stranded due to 600 billion naira in gas debt and other constraints. The managing director of the company, Jennifer Adihije, disclosed this in a statement made by her technical advisor on media, Adesanya Adejoko. According to her, despite the challenges, the power company has worked tirelessly to rehabilitate 5 turbine units across Calabar, Omotosho, Sapele, and Ihovo power plants that were erstwhile offline. She noted that the plants now contribute an additional 625 megawatts to the additional grid. She further stressed that the country's integrated power project plants managed by the Niger Delta Power Holdings Company faced setbacks due to inadequate monetization. Tragedy struck in Niger Delta yesterday, as a devastating flood claimed the lives of Reverend Father James Ome, the parish priest of St. Anthony Catholic Church, Gulu, and a woman identified as Charity John. The incident occurred following a heavy downpour on Sunday afternoon. Reports say the priest was en route to Gulu when he encountered a collapsed bridge near Duma village. According to reports, as he attempted to turn back amid a sudden torrential downpour, his white Hilux vehicle was swept away by rapidly rising flood waters into a deep ditch filled with water. The spokesperson for the Niger State Police Command, Wasiu Abiodu, said police operatives from Lapai Division responded to the report around 1 p.m. on May 25. Abiodu explained that with the help of community members, the victims' bodies were recovered and handed over to the church for burial while the vehicle was pulled from the stream. The people People's Democratic Party (PDP) says it is not bound by any agreement with the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Nyesom Wike, stating that any of such arrangements are personal and do not reflect the party's official stance. The National Financial Secretary of the party, Daniel Woyengikuro, said this after Wike announced that he was pulling out of all reconciliation agreements previously reached among top stakeholders of the party, citing continued breaches of trust and unfulfilled arrangements by some party leaders. Daniel said the PDP had no involvement in any deals made by Wike, arguing that those the FCT minister struck an agreement with are not the party. The National Financial Secretary of the PDP stressed the need for the party's National Executive Committee, NEC, which is its highest decision-making organ apart from the convention, to convene and address the growing disputes. He also dismissed Wike's public accusations, advising Nigerians to seek official party positions from the appropriate authorities. In another development, the People's Democratic Party 2023 presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar says he's unconcerned about the endorsement of President Bola Tinubu for a second term by governors of the All Progressives Congress (APC) and the National Assembly's leadership. Atiku was reacting to the endorsement given to the president during the APC National Summit in Abuja on Friday. He said Tinubu's endorsement by APC governors showed a sign of panic and desperation by the party. Speaking through his media aide, Paul Ibe, the former vice president, said Tinubu's administration should focus on redeeming Nigeria from hardship, insecurity, and not be preoccupied with presidential endorsements. The former vice president said Nigerians are the ultimate judges and their endorsements will determine the outcome, not the political displays of ruling party. No fewer than 200,000 additional candidates have crossed the 200 mark threshold after the receipt of the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME). This is according to a new figure released by the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB) yesterday. The improved performance comes after a rescheduled UTME was conducted for 379,997 candidates affected by technical and human errors during the initial exams, particularly in Lagos and Southeast centers. JAMB's latest data shows that 565,988 candidates, representing 29.3% of the total, scored 200 and above, up from the previously scored 24% before the receipt. Despite the improvements, the majority of candidates, 1,365,479, representing 70.7% out of the 1.9 million, still scored below 200. This, however, reflects a slight drop in low scores compared to 78% released by JAMB after the original UTME of 2025. JAMB attributed the earlier part performance to 40 server updates that disrupted the upload of candidates' responses during the first 3 days of the examination. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, says the federal government turned back 8 foreigners last week for attempting to enter Nigeria without valid visas. The minister, who made this known during a television interview yesterday, said the ministry will no longer tolerate the entry of foreigners without proper documentation. Tunji-Ojo stated that he met with the airline operators of Nigeria on Friday to discuss new enforcement measures concerning the entry and exit of individuals in the country. According to him, the era of bringing people into Nigeria without visas is over. He warned that sanctions would be imposed on airlines that violate immigration protocol by bringing in passengers without valid visas. Heading over to the foreign scene, where Uganda has officially suspended all military cooperation with Germany, accusing German Ambassador Matthias Kuhr of engaging in subversive activities and supporting anti-government groups. The Uganda People's Defense Forces made the announcement following intelligence reports making a sharp escalation in diplomatic tensions. The force claims Kuhr was involved with so-called negative and traitorous elements within Uganda, allegations that stem from a private meeting with President Museveni's brother. During the meeting, Skura reportedly criticized the online behavior of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, Museveni's son and army chief. Germany, which has yet to respond publicly, has long supported Uganda with military logistics and technical assistance. Bilateral trade between the two nations reached over $335 million in 2023. On sports now, Team Delta has maintained the lead at the end of the Day 8 of the ongoing 22nd National Sports Festival. And for more on this, Obinna Nkubike joins us from the Sports Center. Good afternoon, Obinna.
Good afternoon, Chisom Chinedu. Thank you very much. And from the Sports Center of Udala Radio 104.7 FM, we have first and foremost the news are coming through from the ongoing National Sports Festival there in Ogun State. What we can tell you first and foremost about the news are coming through from there. Regarding the update of the National Sports Festival, as it stands now with report coming through on top of the medals table this very afternoon. Let's begin with the news so we can confirm to you this very afternoon that Team Delta has maintained the lead at the end of Day 8 of the ongoing 22nd National Sports Festival. They maintained the lead with 122 medals at the end of Day 8 of the ongoing 22nd National Sports Festival in Ogun State, 52 gold, 33 silver, and 47 bronze, bringing the state's total medals to 122, while Bayelsa is second with 37 gold, 26 silver, and 25 bronze medals, totaling 88. Meanwhile, Ogun State displays Rivers in the third position after the host states scooped more medals. Ogun State currently has 30 gold, 19 silver, and 29 bronze with a total of 78 medals, closely followed by Rivers, who has 28 gold, 22 silver, and 27 bronze. Team Edo, who was sixth on Saturday, has climbed up one step to displace Oyo State in the fifth position. The new number 5 has 23 gold, 54 silver, and 53 bronze medals. The medal at the time of filing this report showed that a total of 838 medals have so far been won. Team Jigawa is the latest state to join the medals table with one bronze medal. And still on sports, German Bundesliga side Bayern Leverkusen have officially announced the appointment of Erik ten Hag as their new head coach. The club announced the development in an official statement on Monday via X. The Dutchman signed a 2-year agreement running through the end of the 2026-27 season. 55-year-old tactician replaces Xabi Alonso, who previously led Leverkusen to domestic success before departing to Real Madrid. Meanwhile, Carlo Ancelotti have officially arrived at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil to start his new role as Brazil national team head coach. After arriving at the airport, he was driven to a hotel in Barra de Tijuca, where fans have gathered to welcome him. His appointment also marks a rare moment in Brazilian football history, as he's the first foreign coach to lead the national team since 1965. And that was the sports news from the Sports Center. For more sports stories, join Ndokerido at 3 p.m. and Sports Extravaganza at 7 p.m. My name is Obinna Nkubike, and it's back to Chisom Chinedu for the rest of the news.
And that's where we take down the curtain on today's edition of Udala News at Noon. But before we go, remember we told you that the Enugu State House of Representatives caucus has lauded the development strides of Governor Peter Mbah since he assumed office 2 years ago. Also, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has dismissed the reconciliation agreements claimed by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, stating that such arrangements are personal and do not reflect the party's official stance. And the foreign in Uganda has officially suspended all military cooperation with Germany, accusing German Ambassador Matthias Skar of engaging in subversive activities and supporting anti-government groups. And on sports, Erik ten Hag has been appointed as the new head coach of the Bundesliga side Bayer Leverkusen on a 2-year deal. For more updates now, visit radioudala.com. You can follow us on Facebook at Udala Radio 104.7 and on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, at Udala Radio. Many thanks for listening. My name is Chisom Chinedu. Good afternoon.
A city of movement.